What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another brand new Android Studio tutorial, and today in this video I will show you how to use buttons and many other widgets like buttons, then image view, maybe like text views and many other things in the Fragment. How we can able to declare all of this in the activity file of each of the Fragment. So you may think that why should I make a video on this topic, because it's already covered, like the declaring all these widgets inside the activity file. But no, in case of the normal activity and the Fragment activity, there is a difference in declaring the variables inside these both of the activities. So without any explanation, let's get into this Android Studio. We have done everything from the last tutorial. I have done two more things. Right now I have 4 Fragment activities and 4 Fragment layout files, and also I have the main activity which is already linked into it from the last tutorial. So today in this video I will be showing you that how you can able to add items into this layout file and then declare it in the Fragment activity file. So first of all, I'm just going to add a button. So button is going to be the one of the common thing. So I'm adding a button. Next, first of all, I'm just going to remove the layout and changing this linear layout into something like relative layout. Okay, so now I have 2 buttons, and I also changed the IDs into toast BD and change background. So it's not actually properly arranged, but I just want to show just an example in this tutorial, so this is not going to be published. So as a result, I just made it in a messy way. Anyway, we have the ID, which is the most important thing, change BG and the toast BT. Also, if you want to change the background color, we have to give an ID for this relative layout. So I'm going to add an ID like, now I'm pressing Ctrl Alt L to reformat the codes, and once that's done, I'm just closing the Fragment layout. Now going to the corresponding activity Fragment layout, Fragment activity. So that is going to be this frag1, and now we have to just leave this one create view method. So we are going to add everything inside this one view creator and not in the one create view. So all we have to do is inside the main curly braces and after this line, and what we are going to do is we are going to add all the lines over here. So the 2 things that we have to keep in mind while writing the codes inside this one view created is that we have to keep in mind, instead we have to just use get activity and this variable name view in most of the cases. So for example, let me show you while declaring the button, then button itself, maybe the change BG, then equal to button, then find view by what's happening, I don't know. So in this case you can see, actually I know what is the error, so I just want to show you. So in this case you can see it is actually showing error, that is cannot resolve symbol find view by, and the thing is that when you're declaring a button or anything, then you will have to just add one more thing before this find view by ID, to find it actually. So all we have to do is just add a view, what is that? Okay, so view, then just add a dot. Now you can enter like find view by ID, and also in some cases the view is not going to work. So in that cases you will have to replace the view with the get activity. So as I told you before, you have to keep in mind both of the things, the view and the get activity. So in some cases both of the item will be working, so that you can use anything as you wish. And while running the app, if you found there is some kind of issue while running the app, then you can possibly try to change the view into get activity, and if it is get activity, then change it into view. And yeah, once that's done, you have to just add the ID, then r dot. Okay, so now everything is same as what we have done in the normal activity files. So change bg dot set one click listener, new one click listener, and we have to declare two more things, that is the layout file and the second button. So I'm just adding it. Okay, so now I have declared the relative layout and the button, and now what we have to do is we just already created the change bg and it's one click listener. So what we have to do is we have to change the background color when the button is clicked. So I'm just bringing this variable name of the relative layout. So while I'm typing the rl, you can see it automatically added the final, in which means that just remove that. I will show you. Now once I remove the final, you can see it shows rl as an error. So that means we are accessing this relative layout from inside this class, so we have to declare it as final. And you can see that now all we have to do is simply press on this rl and just press the alt enter on the keyboard, make an rl final, and now it automatically added this final line. Now what we have to do is rl dot set background color. So yeah, color dot yellow. So I have added the color as color dot yellow. Now it will be replacing, when the button is clicked, it will be replacing this layout with yellow background. Maybe I will go with something like red, and while using the red we will have to also change the color of the button. So change bg dot set background color, or set text color, into color dot white. So white is going to match with almost every colors. And we have one more button, that is show toast. I want to also change its color, then color dot white. Okay, so now we are ready with one of the button, and we have one more button left here, that is the show toast. So I'm going to declare it, not declare, I just want to show its, I just want to add its one click listener. So set one click listener, new one click listener, and we have to display toast message. So toast as same as what we have done in the previous tutorials, and creating the toast with the second option, which is easy method. And now here you have to use view, and if the view is not working, in most of the case I guess the view is not going to work, so I'm going to replace it with get activity. And sometimes the seems to have the get activity not working, so all we have to do is simply add the get activity, then you just have to add a dot, then get application contacts along with this get activity. So that will be perfect, and it can solve most of the errors. But anyways, now the get activity is enough. I'm going to add a message over here. So you click the button, that's the message. Okay, so now you have a clear idea about using and how you can able to declare a widget and something inside this. So that's all I just want to show in this tutorial. It's almost a quick tutorial, but it was taken a little bit time. But anyways, hope you guys got the idea of the fragment activity and navigation drawer, and I highly recommend that you just try all this out by yourself, so that you will be getting a clear idea about how things work. So we are just closing the navigation drawer activity and the fragment in this tutorial. So hope you guys got some of the idea from this tutorial, and if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and also support my channel. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope to see you in my next video.